All right, we're recording. You got a new video?
Real-time market profile, never miss important changes in the San Bernardino County market update, real estate market report. I got this from Michelle Polk. Here's her information. I don't know who that is, but I got it in my email, and this is good information. Let's see, what are we looking at? This is for San Bernardino County, Wednesday, May 22nd. Up to date this week, the median list price for San Bernardino County, California is $540,000, with the market action index hovering around 44. The index they're talking about is this, where it's a buyer's market, seller's market. They take different readings, different numbers, statistics, how much house have sold for, how long it takes to sell, if they sell for over the asking price, under the asking price, listings, how many listings, demand, supply. They take a bunch of different numbers to come up with this. So it's still seller's market. I mean, we're getting closer to buyer's market. When it's a seller's market, you don't get closing costs. You can't get a house for less than what it's listed for. There's less more competition. You're competing with more buyers, so you guys are fighting each other and offering more, and getting, maybe a house needs a little bit of work and you're more willing to accept it. That's when we're on the seller's market side. Once we start falling towards the buyer market side, then that's when you start maybe getting some money kickback. Well, kickback is not legal, right? But I'm just saying, if you get like help with the closing cost, or from the seller to the buyer, maybe you send an offer that's $5,000 under the asking price. Of course, the price is, if a house is worth $500,000 and they list it for $600,000, and you send them an offer for $500,000, it looks like you got $100,000 less, an offer accepted for $100,000 less, but the house is really worth $500,000. So it also depends on what the number they're listing it at. But talking about fair numbers, a fair number is $500,000 and you're able to get a house for $490,000. All right, that's more on the buyer's market, when there's less buyers competing against each other. So sellers, it might be, if a seller has to move and they don't have enough people fighting for the house, and they're gonna have to sell the house for, maybe concede to some of the concessions. And concessions are either they fix something before they sell it, they give you some money, give the buyer some money to help with the closing cost, maybe they leave some furniture, maybe they, I don't know, just a bunch of different things. They might give you some money back so you can get a lower rate. Just what else can it be? Well, there's a ton of different ways that we can go with this. Real estate, every single deal is different. So let me finish reading this. This is less than last month's market action index of 45. So it's getting better for buyers. It was at 45 last month, and now it's at 44. Inventory has held steady around 3695. So that's how many homes are available. Market index, here's what they're talking about. So if you're a seller and you want to make the most and extract the most value out of your house to selling it, this is probably the best time to sell it, because if this keeps moving more this way, you as a seller, in order to sell your house, if you got less buyers competing, then you can't really extract more value out of it. Because if you have a couple people fighting for your house, then you can get a little picky, and you don't have to give up stuff like the price of the house, or give up some closing costs, or maybe fix something, right? So once it gets more into the buyer's market, then you're going to start having to concede more concessions, and that's when it turns into a buyer's market. That's when buyers, at lower barrier of entry, a buyer might offer less and stuff. So something to look at. Here we go. Real-time market profile, never miss important changes in the San Bernardino County market. Median list price $540,000. Median price of new listings $549,999. Price per square foot $337. Average days on the market 95. Median days on the market 49. Price decreased 29%. Price increased 3%. So about a third of houses have had price drops, and only 3% have been increased. So those 3%, that's a real small percentage. So that's probably some amazing looking houses priced at an amazing price, and people are all fighting over it right now. Since we're getting closer to a buyer's market, that's why you're starting to see more prices drop. See, there's a third of prices dropping, when about a year ago, 2 years ago, when everything was popping, prices were going up. This thing was closer to this side, to the seller's market. This little needle was closer to, let's zoom in a little bit. This needle is at 44. Last month was at 45. So about a year, 2 years ago, this needle was way closer to this side. And the way that changes the stats, price decreases, it might have been 3%. Like right here, the price increase is 3%, and the price increases were probably over 30%. So that's, that's seller's market versus buyer's market. Let's keep on going through the stats. Relisted, 7% of homes didn't sell and they got relisted for whatever reason. Maybe the contract time ran out and they have to sign new paperwork. Sometimes it doesn't sell for the higher price and they relisted for a lower price that's more reasonable. It didn't get attention at the price they listed it at. Maybe, the market changes. And since we're going from seller's market to buyer's market, these relistings, I'm assuming, are probably listed with lower price. Because if a house is priced correctly, then it's going to sell within the average market days. It says 95 days, so 3 months. So if you price something average within 3 months, you're going to sell it at this point. Inventory, 3695. If you guys see this inventory, February 2024, going to March, going to April. We're in May now. As you can see, that it's trending up. They're started dipping here, which means less houses available for the people that are buying. But you see it going up, climbing. That means more houses. That means more options. That means that it's evening out with the buyers that are available for the houses. So the more listings that you have, that's more houses that are out there that's matching the people that are buying. So if there's more houses, then everyone is not fighting for the same houses. And when everyone's not fighting each other for the same houses, and the prices don't go up. As you can see, price increase only 3%, price decrease 29%. So they dropped the prices on a lot more houses than they increased the prices on them. That's how you look at the stats. Inventory going up. All right, where we at? Median rent 2,700. This has also ticked up a little bit. Market action, I don't know what that one means, but it has a 44. Oh, okay, market action. That's probably how they're coming up with this number, because this matches seller's advantage. As you can see, looks like it was down and it just kept climbing, and it's going back down. All right, let's see what else we got on this. I'm looking at this with you guys. Median price list. Okay, these are all this is the comparison from how they got this number. So in 2019, prices, oh wow, that's a big jump from about 350. So it just kept climbing to now, or it's been pretty steady for the past, since May 2022, maybe a little bit. April 2022, it's been pretty steady, up, down, up, down. Still a little bit of a climb. See, now if I take this and we look at the unemployment numbers, if that climbs, unemployment numbers, there's not a lot of new people getting hired. If we take that with the rates, if they drop, then a lot of the people that are locked in are probably going to sell, because there's a lot of people that absolutely are not happy with what they bought in the past couple of years. The surveys, people having issues with FOMO. They thought if they don't buy this, they're never going to be able to get a house, so they jumped in on a house, and they're getting mad at agents. And yeah, agents are at fault too for not going with the unpopular opinion. I would tell people this house is worth this much. People are competing for it. If you want it, you're gonna have to. I wouldn't want to say overpay for it, but that's what the market is. If other people are fighting for it, then if you really want this house, if it works for you, then that's what you're gonna have to offer. But this is how much the last one sold for. And, I'd give all these stats, and I would turn some people off from buying houses, and people would get mad because I wasn't excited for them to buy a house. But if I act excited, it's easy to get somebody to buy a house, but then they're going to regret it. And I don't want to be part of that issue. There's statistically, I think I shared a video before. I did share a video before. If you guys want those stats, let me know. But something like 60 to 70%, something crazy like that, were not happy with the purchase they made. And they listed different reasons, some multiple reasons. Some of them, the agents, pressure them. Other ones, they hate the neighbor. Other ones, they hate the neighborhood. Other ones think they're paying too much for the house, or their interest rate is too high, or some people qualified with other people and now they don't want to be with those people. It's just a bunch of different reasons why people aren't happy. But that's what happens in the market, when these are all telltale signs of a market that's a little bit on the higher end, on the inflated side. But we'll see how that happens. I think we're just at a new level of inflation and stuff. It just costs more. I don't know if there is a dip. I feel like there's not going to be much of a dip, but we'll see. Nobody can tell the future. Let's see what we're looking at down here. Market segments. Okay, so this area here breaks down the different types of property. So if the price is around $1,995,000, 2,600 square foot, quarter acre to half an acre, 4 beds, 3 baths, 33-year-old home. I don't know what this is. New 100 absorbed. There's someone that tells each segment below represents approximately 25% of the market ordered by that price. 49 days on the market. So this type of house lasts 49 days on the market. These two types of houses are only 42 days. So the average was 95 days on the market. So these are 42 days on the market. So these are more desirable homes. So the more desirable homes are 475 and 639,000, 1,500, 1,800 square feet. The lot 8 to 10,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, older, about 40-year-old home. 63 days on the market. 325,000 square feet. So these are really small. 2-bedroom homes. These last a little bit longer, so they're less desirable. So the most desirable homes, or the houses that are moving the most, 42 days on the market, because they're way below the average was 49 days. Median average is 95 days. These are selling faster than what the average and median days are. And those are the 3-bedroom homes with 2 and 2.5 bathrooms. 2.5. So two bathrooms would be the bathrooms with everything, including the shower. 2.5. The half is probably without the shower. All right, man. That's some good info to look at. All right, don't forget to go to Tuesday.com to get your info. I'm gonna put up a link for this. Let's put Michelle Polk's report. That's what I'm gonna call it. If you go to Tuesday.com, by the time I upload this video, I'll have the link there. And Michelle Polk is with Fidelity. They're a title company. All right, Tuesday.com, TOOSDAE.com. I've been waiting for this client to call, so I'm answering. You feel the vibration? All right. How do I end this?
It's Tuesday.com, TOOSDAE.com. And don't forget, get it sold by Tuesday. Oui. Yeah.